Hey guys, what's going on? Andrew coming at you, and in this one I'm going to talk about 5 ways Sweden changed me. So in this one, guys, I thought it'd be fun to talk about how either Sweden changed me like culturally or some ways I see the world now and maybe my philosophy in general in life. Number one has to be that I talk more softly. It's just something I do in general that even when I go back to the United States after all these years, I have people comment on the fact that they notice that I talk softer. I don't know if it's just because in Swedish language there's a lot of pauses. There can be pauses while people are talking, where like in English a lot of times one person's talking and then suddenly like another person is talking. You start talking over each other, and so sometimes conversations get louder and louder. I mean, it happens in Sweden if like you're at a bar or something, but in general it doesn't get too loud as it does in American English. Number 2, it has changed my view on the word socialism. Now, first of all, I wouldn't consider Sweden to be like a socialist country, but it is a democracy with a strong social safety net. But a lot of times, socialism gets thrown in when people are talking about Sweden, or in just the US in general, when you're talking about anything, socialism is just used as a way to just seem bad. I mean, we had the Red Scare in the United States way back where they would shun people but for saying that they were communists or saying that they were socialists. And it's just changed my view on it. I support democracies with strong social safety nets, and I feel that you judge societies based on how well they take care of people that can't take care of themselves. Number 3, Sweden has changed my view on healthcare and universal healthcare in general. Healthcare always seems like a thing when you look at it in the States. You're like, how can I afford this? How can the U.S. afford this? And then you look at the amount of money that we'd spent on Iraq and Afghanistan, and you're like, well, that's kind of where healthcare went. That was the money that we're going to spend. Yeah, that's where it goes. And when you're in Sweden and it's a part of, yes, we pay high taxes, but people don't go bankrupt because they get sick. I've always thought it was ridiculous that people could be... they lose at the lottery of your life, I'll say. They'll get cancer, they'll get some serious disease, and it's like, if you're in America, it's like, you have cancer, and on top of that, if you survive, you're going to have crippling debt for the rest of your life. I mean, some people might, in that situation, choose death over life because they don't want to continue to keep living in debt. If you look at a show like Squid Game, it shows the desperation people are in when they are in debt. And yeah, I just think that Sweden has changed my view. I think that healthcare is a right. It is not something that like you have to pay your way for. I mean, if you're going to get free healthcare, you should take care of your body. You shouldn't like do stuff that's bad for yourself. That should be something that can be frowned upon in society, but at the same time, you shouldn't be punished if you're sick. Number 4 is change my view on student debt. And what I mean by this is in Sweden, yes, you have some debt. Like you'll get money from the government if you choose to go to university or higher education to live off of, and money for books, but you won't have to pay tuition for school. And then you have like your whole life to pay it off, and it's a very small amount. I think most Swedes, maybe they pay, I don't know, 1,000 crowns a month or something like that, or even cheaper. For many, many years, maybe it's 500 crowns a month, and that's what they pay. In the States, it ends up being a lot of money, and it's not that uncommon for someone to be like $50,000, $60,000 in debt. Might just be like the average. And when it's changed my view, I think that education is also something that society should pay for. I think we see the dangers in the United States, what happens when you don't pay for education. And we've seen people get thrown into all these crazy conspiracy theories. We see people waiting outside of where JFK was assassinated, hoping that JFK's son was going to show up there. I mean, there's crazy people out there. And yeah, I think that it is a huge advantage if you're growing up in a European country such as Sweden, and you don't have to worry about paying for university in the same way. It's not something that's just crippling on your back. Like, think about it. Every person in America that's born that goes to university leaves university with all this crippling debt on their back. I mean, it's a horrible feeling to have, and it's something that a lot of us Americans go through. Let's get to the next one. But first, our video is sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creators, exploring new skills, deepening existing passions, and get lost in creativity. You can take classes like photography, music,
film and video, illustration. My Sambo has been using Skillshare for over 2 years and is happy and loves it. I, for one, am excited to watch YouTube success script shoot and edit with MKBHD, Marcus Brownie, one of my favorite YouTubers. And it's so much fun and interesting to just see his process and how he thinks and learn from one of the best. It's curated specifically for learning, meaning there are no ads, there's always launching new premium classes so you can stay focused and follow whatever your creativity takes you. It's the perfect thing to do right now with the current world situation. Why not learn something? They're running a special offer through my channel. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare so you can start exploring your creativity today.
Thanks again for Skillshare for sponsoring my video. I have really enjoyed the service. My girlfriend has been using them for many years. She absolutely loves it. She uses it all the time when she's doing arts and crafts, and she makes some incredible things. So go check them out. Number 5, the biggest way Sweden has changed me is you just learn so much about yourself when you travel to another country. In the beginning, I was completely by myself, so you just learn a lot about what you can handle, what you can't handle, what you need in life. You learn about what's important in life. Family is very important. Family is everything. And you learn about things that you can appreciate. Also, maybe there's things you think you can run away from, but you can't, that you have to deal with at the same time. So moving to Sweden has helped me grow up quicker. It has helped me take chances, and just looking back and knowing the person I used to be, it's crazy to me that I've even made it this far. It's absolutely insane. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and hit that like button, as it really helps out the channel. And if you're thinking about it or you're new, I'd love to have you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys in the next video. Hey-o!